cry. Power bombs, necks collide. Suffering fuels the warrior's pride. Revolution X, watching pain ignite. Judging chaos, screaming through the fight. Blood on the mat, chaos reigns. We review the carnage, the glory, the pain. Every slam, every roar. Revolution X craves more. Chairs swing, skulls collide, ropes burn as giants collide. Submission holds, arms snap, twisting fate in a brutal trap. Revolution X, judges of despair. Wrestling's torment, we rip and tear. Blood on the mat, chaos reigns. We review the carnage, the glory, the pain. Every slam, every roar. Revolution X craves more. Blood on the mat, chaos reigns. We review the carnage, the glory, the pain. Every slam, every roar. Revolution X craves more.
What's up, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of Rev X's Wrestling Review. Buddha Fire here as always with my co-host MJ Hat, and honestly and truthfully, man, this week wrestling took a step back.
Yeah, last week was a good week. This week was garbage. Listen, we knew that going into this. We knew that this was what Cena's whole final tour thing, the
Yeah.
whole last match thing. It was going to overpower anything else this week, but that's all right. That's all right, because next week we start anew, and there'll be no more Cena nonsense, except for his little ambassador job that I'm sure we're going to talk about at some point in time.
Oh yes, wrestling news.
With that being said, let's start with Monday Night Raw. Gunther started off the show, and he says it's his time to shine. They bring up a time clock, right? And at this point, it's got a few days on it. And it's for Cena's last match, the beginning of Cena's last match. Says he is going to break Cena's spirits, bully him, and choke him, and do one more thing that Cena says he will never do, which is give up.
What's up, Vinny?
Vinny, what's happening, man? I don't know, man. Gunther's always been the reported winner of this tournament.
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we didn't know that going into it.
right.
But there were so many other people that I feel like should have been the person. Javon Evans is a good shout.
LA Knight was a better option.
LA Knight was.
But we'll
That's
discuss.
not what WWE's doing.
We'll discuss LA Knight on the show, so you'll figure out why they didn't give it to LA Knight.
The show went on with a recap of what went down with all the women last week, which leads us into we're gonna get to tonight. Vinny.
Tonight was ass. Let's just go with that.
Just wait, Vinny. Which led us into though match number 1. It was Io Sky taking on Kairi Sane in just a singles match. This match was all right. A lot of high flying, a lot of reversals. In the end, Io is able to overcome and hit the moonsault onto Kairi for the win. No surprise there. They're booking their tag team champions really poorly.
I agree.
And I think that their champions also have like too many enemies in each direction. How many teams are vying for the women's title? Did we say 4?
I think 4, yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of different directions to be watching you back from. So sorry, Asuka. Sorry, Kairi. That I just don't see you guys holding on to these for long.
Right.
In the back, Logan Paul is bitching about Rey Mysterio. He said this problem would be taken care of tonight, and then Paul Heyman hands him a pair of brass knuckles. Let's talk about Logan Paul for a minute.
Just in case.
Actually in the vision.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Just in case what?
That was the whole thing with the brass knucks was just in case.
Oh, yeah. Just in case. Just in case.
When doesn't he bitch about everything? It's fair. It's fair. That is fair, sir. It is Logan Paul.
A bitch himself. He's a bitch himself.
Agreed.
War Raider vignette plays before their match. Okay. Nothing spectacular there.
No.
Rey Mysterio is set to take on Finn Balor. This was match number 2 for the night. However, the match never started because guess what? Logan Paul come around the corner with his brass knucks and beat the shit out of Rey. Rey does get the upper hand, but then the masked man, again with this masked man bullshit, comes out of the crowd and super kicks Mysterio and hits him with another curb stomp. And I feel like this is a different man.
It is.
I don't feel like it's the same because, I said Austin Theory.
Yep.
Whenever we went off the air of Survivor Series.
Yes.
This was not Austin Theory. This was somebody smaller.
Montez Ford is who they're saying.
That's a good shout.
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
Yep.
Paul then hits Mysterio with the brass knucks again. LA Knight comes out to make the save and challenges Logan Paul. So, we'll be heading into that as our main event, I believe. Match number 2. Again, we're doing a lot of these recently.
Yep.
The tag team championship match. It was War Raiders taking on the Dragons of Style. Sorry, I hate that name. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. These are our reigning defending tag team champions. And let's face it, they're doing better than a lot of tag teams on the Raw roster right
Agreed.
now. So, Saturday night's main event just got another banger. I agree that the match coming up between Javon Evans, Leon Slater, and Dragons of Style. Oh my God! Every time I say it, it just gives me a migraine. I don't know. It just, man, that's going to be fire match. But this match on Raw was horrible. New Day come out, join at ringside. This was the botch match of the night. Dragon Lee tried to pick up Ivan, didn't go well twice. They were really off cue at the end. AJ hits Ivan with a phenomenal forearm for the dub. Even if he'd have tried to pick him up for the Styles Clash, I don't.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
After the match, the New Day and AJ and Dragon Lee are in the ring when the Usos come out to. Okay, all right. Yeah, this is something I remembered just now. I wanted to bring up. The Usos come out to main event Jey Uso's music.
Yes.
It's just me, Us.
Yep.
Listen. Get rid of the music if that's what we're gonna do. Just no. This is again horrible planning. I hope they're gonna do the heel turn with Jey. It's time.
Yeah.
It's so time.
It's time for that payoff. Like him losing his shit on Monday Night Raw at the when he lost really goes nowhere if they just throw him back into the tag team division, go for the titles and be it. Does nothing.
well, 2025 does nothing for Jey Uso if they just throw him back in the tag division.
Right.
Speaking of which, the Usos are back in the tag division. Listen.
Woo.
Listen. I really do see a heel turn coming here. The first thing Jimmy said when he got the mic is Jay's lost a lot this year. He got beat by I don't even remember who all he said, but all he did was list off his losses, and it was very bad booking. I really think we could have done this heel turn a lot better. We'll get there though. Next segment, by the way, is Stephanie Vaquer with an in-ring interview, because that's the only thing she knows how to do, saying she is the best. Then Nikki Bella comes out and says she demands a rematch, but Raquel Rodriguez shows up and puts Nikki into the ring post and then says the time and the place, and she will take that title. So Raquel Rodriguez, how are you feeling about her being a women's championship contender?
Ooh, I get to touch on this for a second? Okay, here we go. You ready? At the end of last Monday Night Raw, who stood with the tag team titles held above their head?
That would be Raquel and
Roxanne. Right. So how do we go from them holding the tag team titles and Liv being the main, the center of the plate, to Raquel being the one going for the title and Liv being Roxanne's valet for the night? How do we get to that point?
Bad booking.
In 1 week.
Bad booking.
Like, you just screwed up every motherfucking thing you had going. You should have let Raquel and Roxanne go for the tag titles. They would have got them. However, Liv Morgan does hold the record for the most tag team championships with different partners too. So if they do win these tag team titles, that's just another notch on Liv's belt as far as record holding, and that would actually make Roxanne a 2-time champion now. So maybe not such bad booking, but you should have stretched that out a little bit instead of slamming that from 1 week to the other. Okay, ran over.
Okay, let me go back and rephrase my question then. Raquel Rodriguez as a #1 contender for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, Stephanie Vaquer is going to mop the floor with her.
Thank you. Okay.
Raquel is there because she's a big powerhouse. That's why she's there. It gives Stephanie Vaquer a legitimate contender while Liv gets back in shape to where she can take that title and run with it like she was before. That's my 2 cents on it, guys.
There could be a split off from Judgment Day coming very soon. I think they've got too many members anyway. In the back, Liv tells Roxanne that she will be in her corner tonight since Raquel is busy going after the world title, that not like she's fighting for it tonight or anything. She says they will be the next tag team champions, which is the spot that you just touched on.
Exactly.
So moving on. Match number 3. Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. This was a good match. Both women showing their worth. Liv being in Roxanne's corner is a little weird, but Roxanne got the victory thanks to a Pop Rocks. I don't know, man. I gotta agree with you though. I think Liv would, even though she's rusty and they're gonna want to break the ring rust off of her. I think that's the whole idea of partnering her like you do with Roxanne. But we've already okay.
Or just speaking on that part, just that part alone, it could just be the setup to get Roxanne out of the Judgment Day. Liv's came back and took control. You know that just as well as I do. They're going to.
Roxanne was filler, wasn't she?
She was filler for Liv while she was injured. Now, if they decide to keep her, I mean, you say there's too many members. There's only 6 members of the Judgment Day with Roxanne in there. It's 3 and 3, 3 men, 3 women, and they all work in their respective genders. They work well in matches with the rest of the group. I mean, think about it. It took all 5, and I'll say 5 because it's all 5. Took all 5 to fuck Cena over to give Dom back that title.
Vinny in chat says, I still think it's a little much, just a tad. And I agree with Vinny. I'm going to say this. Used to be 6 members, and then they got rid of Carlito.
Yep.
So there's 6 members again. I feel like somebody's on the chop block, and if it's not going to be because their contract's out, then it's going to be because of booking reasons. I know there's too many people in Judgment Day, man.
I think it's Finn.
Heart of hearts.
I think it's Finn.
It could be Finn. It very much could be Finn. Finn is the one that's kind of causing problems, yeah?
Yep. Has been the whole time. Could be Dom.
Liv leaving.
I don't know. I think if Dom leaves, it's because Liv goes to Finn.
Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, Finn hasn't really done anything as well. I mean, the Judgment Day is kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
And that's the point that Liv Morgan made when she came back.
Yep.
So, I don't know. That story could go multiple directions. We'll get there, though. Next up, we got another vignette for Maxine Dupree and Natty Neidhart. Shield 2.0? Yeah, kind of. Natty Neidhart. Let's talk about that for a second. These promos for Maxine. I think Maxine does really well in these. She's very powerful and vocal, and again, you know, that whole again in the bass in her voice.
Yeah.
It's great on a recorded segment. How do you reenact that live? Because Maxine Dupree is not a
They've got to give her more of a serious character. They got to let her stop being this dumb character that she's been. If they keep her as the character that they're building her in these vignettes, then we might see a different Maxine Dupree, a stronger, more believable Maxine Dupree. But if they keep her as this goofy-ass character like they have been, especially around the Alpha Academy, like, it's not going to be worth it, man. Like, the whole thing...
It was okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. It was okay as a face character, as a super baby face.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying she's got to go full heel.
No, but serious baby
to,
face.
Rough it up.
Like,
yeah.
You can still be a baby face and have a tough demeanor.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel as though you're trying to say, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say. So.
Next thing we got was the main event on the night. It was Logan Paul taking on LA Knight. This match was the LA Knight show, basically. Until the rest of the Vision made their way out to the ring. They interfere, then are sent backstage. In the meantime, Knight is able to regain momentum until the masked man shows up again. Hits the stomp on the announcer's table. Logan Paul hits the frog splash for the victory. And after the match, the Vision have their way with Knight. Breaker hits a spear. Reed hits 2 tsunamis. Heyman grabs a mic, says that on the 5th, we'll have a new champion. Breaker says he wants the old CM Punk, and he is going to destroy him. He may even take his wife. You're right. This motherfucker is gold.
This motherfucker is gold.
He says he will keep it simple. Spear 1, 2, 3. Spear 1, 2, 3. Spear 1, 2, 3. In the back, Bronson Reed and Logan Paul continue to beat down on LA Knight. Reed tsunamis Knight on top of an SUV, and then we get the end credits. Honestly, I'm not happy with this Raw. We normally rank out of 5 here, and I'm going to be quite honest with you. This was a 2.5. Very poor for a go-home show.
I said 3.5, and the only reason I said 3.5 is that last segment. Like, if you're going to write somebody off of TV, that is the most solid way to do it, is to have a believable spot to where they probably are hurt. That tsunami through that SUV, that SUV caving a little bit, and you just hear it, LA just let out this god-awful, like, and you knew it was done. But it gives LA Knight some time to be away from the ring for a little bit. Speculation is that 2026 is going to be a huge year for LA Knight. So if that's the case, it does need to be. The man's had some good momentum going for a while, and I feel as though if they don't do something with this when he comes back, then his character's dead in the water.
Yep. Hate to say that, but it really is true.
What?
Buddha, let's go into the wrestling news because Raw's done.
All right.
We're over Raw. You've already talked about LA Knight.
Yeah.
What do you know about this this deal?
So Cena has signed a 5-year ambassador deal for WWE. Basically, what that means is he'll be able to promote them in basically any way possible. He'll work out at the Performance Center with some of the new guys coming up, offer his advice, things like that. It's what a lot of people that retire from the ring actually do with their time with the company after they decide to retire. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. Like, I would love to sit one day and just pick his brain for a little bit. So anybody that gets that opportunity, I'm just going to tell you now, I'm jealous of you because that's
Of course.
that's something I would love to be able to do.
Cena is most definitely a living legend. I will say that.
Right.
Let me ask you,
Sure.
before we get into the SmackDown side of things,
Okay.
would you be opposed to Cena maybe appearing as a coach or a figurehead on NXT?
No. I would see him more if he's going to do anything first. I'd say he would probably be a coach on LFG, the Legends of Future Greats.
Yep.
I could see him going there first. However, I could be absolutely wrong, and like he may become, I don't know, maybe a GM or something like that. I don't.
Seems kind of.
I don't see them really getting rid of Pierce or Aldis though, because they both play their parts to the T how you
Well, now,
should.
When I say that, I don't mean right now.
Oh,
I'm
no.
talking down the road.
No, he's
Right now,
got too
Cena's
much
going
going
back
on.
to Hollywood.
Yeah, he's got too much going on. He's gonna go film some movies. That's what he's gonna fixing to do. Which is fine.
Of course,
It's fine.
of course.
It's fine. All right, guys. Let's get into SmackDown. Again, this was a very disappointing night. SmackDown comes to us from the Mohegan Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Nick Aldis had a X video. Drew McIntyre invitation to return tonight. They got hit with an unsafe work environment played from Drew's lawyer, I guess is how that worked out. And Cody gets to read it, sees it, gets pissed off, and decides he's going to go ahead and walk to the ring to open up the show. Before we even get into Cody's shit, what'd you think about that unsafe work environment?
That is the biggest crock of shit.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Biggest crock of shit.
Okay.
Listen, Drew McIntyre, if anybody's created a hostile work environment, it's Drew McIntyre.
It is definitely
Just saying.
Drew McIntyre. Now, I want to touch on this for a second. We seen the like I said, the best thing that happened Monday night was what?
Oh God.
Tsunami through SUV,
Probably.
right?
Well, no, I was going to say Braun Breaker more than Tsunami through SUV.
But still,
But,
yeah. Do you see LA Knight
Same
throwing a unsafe work environment paper?
No.
So dumb.
No. I do see LA Knight making a return roundabout either right after Mania or just before.
I think just before,
So
maybe even before Elimination Chamber, get him some warmth going into Mania. We'll see how that goes, though. Anyway, guys, Cody Rhodes, he comes to the ring, and he basically does what, he does all the time, and it's just his anti-Drew McIntyre promo.
what do you want to talk about?
Obafemi comes out and tells him, basically, you're worried about the wrong person. You can worry about Drew later. You got me tomorrow night. They hold up their belts to stare each other down. Cody leaves the ring. I'm telling you, man, I'm really pulling for Obafemi tomorrow night. I want him to rip Cody Rhodes alive. I have a feeling he's going to win anyway because I got a feeling Drew's going to cost him the match. But
Probably.
just in general, guys, I want Obafemi to slaughter Cody Rhodes tomorrow night.
Yep.
Anyway, Ilya Dragunov rejects Fraxium's help because they told him that if DIY that goes to get involved tonight, they'd be out there to have his back. He goes on this big gloat about how he's doing the Open Championship and he's got to do it on his own. Blah blah blah. Ciampa returns with
Like a
his
real
old
champion.
music, and oh god, I heard that music and I was a happy camper. You Nas Cat, I love that music. They had a great character for Ciampa when he had that music. I wish they would have let him keep that character anyway. But we get into match 1 of the night, which was the U.S. Open Challenge match. Ilya Dragunov defending his title against Ciampa. I said match 1, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Throughout this match,
You'll get it in a minute.
Throughout this match, Ciampa really focused on the surgically repaired knee of Dragunov. Dragunov, at some point in time, was busted open. And I mean, when I say busted open, this man bled like a stuffed pig in this match.
He did.
In the end, Gargano tried to get involved. He distracts the Rex so that Candice can interfere. But Dragunov picks up the win via a reversal roll-up pin. So basically, he just... They went to do... Ciampa's finisher, which is called the Fairy Tale Ending, and he just flipped out of it, was able to roll him up with a tight pin. 1, 2, 3. Ilya retains. Congratulations to him. After the match, Gargano attacks, and then they both attack, and Carmelo Hayes comes out to make the save.
Of all people, right?
I'm sure the whole reason for that is because he wants another title shot, and I feel as though he should get another title shot, especially with Ciampa fucking him over last week.
Sure.
But yeah, that's about it. We get a Cena vignette where he's talking about the ambassador talk that we discussed during wrestling news. We get a backstage exactly. We get a backstage interview with Javon Evans. Miz interrupts, and we end up getting a match. Actually, it's going to be later on tonight. Wyatt Six make their way to the ring. Last week's Solo Bolieve replay. Uncle Howdy cuts a good promo on Solo talking about how Bloodline turned on him. Come get these titles if you want them. Solo immediately pops on the screen. It sounds like we are going to get a tag team title match next week.
Yeah.
And
so, let me ask you, when it comes to these two teams, and I know there's been a lot of back and forth on this, which MFT gets left out of the mix? Because there's only 4 male members of this. The tag team division's always been on fire with SmackDown.
I think Tala.
Tala Tonga?
Yeah.
Because he's the big one?
Yeah. And unless Rowan gets involved, Tala's the one that stays grounded, so to speak. I could be wrong on that, but I mean, you've got both members of the Gorillas of Destiny, so I mean that's Tama Tonga and Tagaloa, and then you've got JC Mateo or Jeff Cobb. If you all are wrestling fans, you know Jeff Cobb is JC Mateo, but he's definitely going to be in the match because he's really the workhorse of the MFTs right now. I feel, but I feel as though tag team wise, you're probably looking at JC Mateo and Tongaloa because Tama Tonga is going to end up going after the U.S. title.
That makes sense. The other question I had is both of these men, they're going back in time a little bit. We got a Bo Leave promo last week and a Bloodline promo this week.
Right.
Does everybody know the history of these teams? Like, do they understand that Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, was a face for a while before Bray passed? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, even after that, he kind of played a face with oh my God, what was his name? Curtis Axel, and they were the B team. If you remember that.
Winning.
Yeah, man, Bray is definitely missed on this channel, but
100%.
I like the Bo Leave stuff, but Solo and Bo Dallas had a feud in NXT, so I'm pretty sure a lot of that has to do with going back that far because they've both been on the main roster for a very long time, just used in different ways.
Fair enough.
Anyway, getting back, guys. Sorry, we're kind of off cue here. Alexa Charlotte backstage segment about the tag team titles. Rhea says, "After me and Io." Good kick to each other and moving on. Cena Vignette with Tom Brady, Eli Manning, Snoop Dogg, Peyton Manning, Jelly Roll, and Jimmy Fallon all thanking John Cena for his contribution to wrestling and outside of wrestling, things like that. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, the man has done a little bit of everything for a little bit of everybody. So there's
particular video feed was the best part about the whole Cena thing all night.
Yeah, hands down. I got chills when he came out for my first WWE match I went to. I would say you did, man. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Get to be part of the Fireflies. A little jealous on that. I would love to be able to sit in the stadium and do that just as well. Anyway, match 2 of the night, which, by the way, didn't take place until right at 9 o'clock. So the first hour, you can see why we were kind of pissed off about the first hour. The first hour dragged along.
Yeah. Buddy.
Match 2, however, was Alexa Bliss versus Lash Legend. It was a very short match. Lash Legend dominates in less than 5 minutes with a wild finisher. I can't remember what she calls it, but it is one of the most beautiful, like, reverse face busters I've ever seen in my life. Especially, like, her build allows her to do this, where she's so, like, masculine for a woman. Like, the only other person I could really see being able to do that may be Jordan Grace. Maybe. And that's a maybe. That's if she could get the body to swing correctly.
It was a weird twist maneuver, and I think Alexa Bliss was the right choice to do this on.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I think Charlotte will fuck it up if she gets hit with it.
Oh, shit. No shit.
Oh, by the way, what the hell was she wearing tonight? A bandana for a shirt and a pair of, like, what looked like Jinko shorts. Jinkos that I would wear. Not her. Not her.
Babyface character, man. I'm telling you,
she's trying too hard to be hip, and it's just not working, guys. Anyway, Aleister and Zelina Vega interview announced SmackDown goes to 3 hours on January 2nd is the start date, so it's 3 weeks from tonight. We will be going to 3-hour SmackDowns, and with that, guys. That will mean that our wrestling review will move until about 11:15 instead of 10:15. Yep. We just kind of go with the flow. We go with the time. So, starting the first of the year, we will be doing the SmackDown review and wrestling in review in general at 11:15 Eastern Standard Time on Friday nights. What else though, cuz are we going to be doing at the first of the year?
Oh my God! That's. Are you sure you want me to do this?
I would love for you to do this.
Okay. All right. So today, during an STFC stream, we hit our goal of 100 people inside the Doobie Den. So, starting on the first episode of the new year of 2026, we will be doing a giveaway. Buddha will be giving away a piece of merch from his Fourth Wall store.
Yep.
We'll be giving away a piece of merch from my Fourth Wall store. You can hit ! merch in chat at any point in time between now and then to decide what you might want. Once we do the drawing live on stream, we will contact the winners and they will have the option to either A, collect, or B, pass it on. So that's where we're at. You do have to be inside the Doobie Den to apply. So nothing is required on your part except answering a DM. Plain and simple.
And just know that we will be DMing over Discord because that's where we have you at. So just know that will be 100%. Where our message comes from. Make sure that you check your messages. See if you got one from like we'll say who's going to send to what whenever we do the drawing. Like Had'll send to one person and I'll send to another. And obviously,
the other thing.
Go ahead.
The other thing is our new goal now, and we don't have a date set for this yet, but our new goal is 175 people inside the Doobie Den. So please bring your friends, get people inside. We'll create more VCs if we need to, whatever people need.
Yeah.
All it takes is a message. Just ask. Go ahead.
All right. First before I even get back to this, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody that watches these streams, watches the wrestling review, my streams, Hats STFC streams, We greatly appreciate you guys. We could not have done this without your all's support and help and love and everything else. And we are doing this giveaway just to show our love and appreciation for you guys. So, again, like Hat said, if you've got friends that haven't joined the Doobie Den yet, get them in here. We'll do another giveaway at 175. I say we try to at least let that go until the summer.
Yeah,
I think by summertime we should be able to have that.
I don't have an accurate list at this current moment in time of who all is in the Doobie Den. So let me just be clear. If anybody else was to join between now and giveaway night, they could possibly win the giveaway too.
Yeah, everybody's entered in. January 2nd, we'll go ahead and give you the date right now, January 2nd, and I'll do this again when I stream here in just a little bit. I will make sure to put the date in there. But January 2nd will be when we do the giveaway, will be when we message, and that's the easiest way to put it to everybody to make sure that everybody knows.
Yep. So
All
be
right.
looking for that, and there will be another post or two, I'd say, before we actually do it. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, match 3, it was Miz versus Javon Evans. This was actually a very good match as Javon Evans was victorious over Miz via the OG cutter. Biggest win he has so far. I absolutely agree with that, cuz.
Yeah, 100%. 100% it is. Javon Evans showed a lot of promise over this past year. I think 2025 has been a real good year for him.
Oh, yeah.
He also did win the Iron Survivor Challenge. I don't know if you picked that up or not. I know.
Yeah, but he lost the match on Tuesday,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I was going to say he already attempted his cash in and failed. So,
That was thanks to Ricky Saints, though.
Yep.
So I'm sure there'll be some blood there. Be all right. Anywho, Rhea, Nia, and Lash threaten each other in the backstage segment. Leads to Damian Priest, then into Jay Cargill pass by. So we were supposed to have Jay Cargill versus Michin, but not sure what happened here, but Jay clearly had no intention of competing because she wasn't even in gear as she attacked Michin backstage. Jay goes to the ring. Michin still comes out and attacks Jade with the kendo stick. However, Jade stands tall as the champ, though. How heel is she, man? When you're allowed to say that you're that bitch, bruh, I'm pretty sure that's making you the top heel of the company. That's what they're aiming for with her. And if they keep booking her like they did tonight, just to be a dominant champion, she may fit that title to a T, so to speak.
I'd like to point out that Michin went to pull a table out from under the ring, and she got hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jade looked around at the crowd and had her hand on the table, and the crowd was like, yes, yes, yes. She pushed the table back up under the ring and goes, what are y'all, crazy? No, man.
She's
not there for crowd enjoyment.
No.
She's there to hold the belt.
Exactly. But, I mean, honestly and truthfully, that's all you need. After that, we get another Cena vignette again. Oh, God. Gunther looking like Gunther in this. And then we get an Oba Femi vignette after that. A good, solid, make him look powerful. And again, I can't stress this enough. They really need to make sure they let him destroy Cody Rhodes tomorrow night.
I hope you're right. Unfortunately, though, Cody is Cody. Cody slays Davis. He is the David in the David and Goliath story. Excuse me.
There you go.
There is a real chance Cody walks out with the victory over Oberfett.
You're not wrong, and if so, it's not going to be a stretch victory. You know, it's going to be a damn close call, I'm sure. But let's get into
our predictions here momentarily.
Yeah, let's get into the main event of the evening, match 4, intergender tag team match, the Towers of Terror, or the Terror Twins, whichever way they're going with this. But that's Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley against Aleister and Zelina. Honestly, this was very back and forth. Even through commercial, Zelina Vega is a botch machine, though. She messed up the same move like 4 different times. Couldn't get her timing down, couldn't get her stepping down. Rhea had to carry her, and I mean literally and physically carry her through most of that match.
She's a bag of botches tonight. Yeah,
Uh,
I said it.
it was just a bag of botches. Yeah, you're not wrong on that. Of course, faces victory after a double jackknife followed by a riptide onto Zelina Vega, which Rhea put a little bit of extra mustard on that one. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but yeah, she made her feel that one.
In the business, they call that a receipt.
Yeah, they do. There was a few of those tonight. So, Hat says mid-show, a 3, huh? Well, this will be one that we totally agree on because I'm giving it a 3 as well.
Yep. So, I don't know, man. This week's kind of dull. Like we said at the beginning of the show, nothing really to write home about.
No.
Nothing really to get excited for. Totally a skippable week of programming, if you will.
It was a 3-week.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was a 3-week. Go ahead.
The only thing that even remotely, possibly, puts a glimmer of light on this week is tomorrow. Saturday night's main event. We have 4 matches on the card. Yeah, so I guess this is the part of the show. First off, I'm going to say exclamation point stage in chat. If anybody would like to come up and have a conversation in regards to this, you are more than welcome to. But before we let folks up on the stage, we are in an ad break. Let's chill for a minute and just discuss. We've got a lot of interesting matchups tomorrow.
We do.
And I don't want to give our promos during ads. I don't want to give our predictions while we're on.
No, you're good.
But I do want to kind of go over what we're looking at. So I'm just going to speed through this. We're only gone for another 60 seconds. We got John Cena taking on Gunther. We got Cody Rhodes taking on Obafemi. We got the Dragons of Style. Oh, my God. I swear to God, every time I say it, it drives me nuts. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee taking on your X Division champion, Leon Slater, and Javon Evans. And then we've got Bayley taking on Sol Ruka. These are all lower matchups. Like, these are all up-and-comers versus veterans, which is what Cena wanted.
Yep.
Except for Cena and Gunther.
And that's just because it's Cena's last match.
And it is the main event for tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that's been stressed enough here.
We'll make sure. Cover that last then.
Of course. We'll go from the bottom to the top. How's that sound?
Sure.
Welcome
back, guys.
That I have to, the whole thing I have to get into about this card is that, again, young talent versus seasoned vet.
Okay.
This is cannot be stressed enough. This is very good opportunity for the likes of Sol Ruka, Obafemi, Leon Slater. All these people have enormous talent and deserve to be on the main roster. So, without any further ado, let's start our predictions. And match number 1, from the bottom to the top, we're going to go with Bayley taking on Sol Ruka. Thoughts?
This one's tough. I would like Sol Ruka to win, but I think Bayley is going to take this match. And I feel as though that Zarya is the one that has something to do with it, costing Sol this match. Like, apparently they made up Tuesday, but they're it's not to say that they actually did make up. It's not to say that Zarya doesn't have some evil intention in mind. So I feel as though Bayley picks up the victory on this. Some kind of Zarya interference.
Yeah.
You?
I'm going to have to agree. Bayley she needs a win right now. And as bad as I hate to see her very sold to do it, I'm still going to say Bayley's probably your victor tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tag team match. Dragons of Style. Every time it fucking. All right. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee taking on Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Go.
I am going to say I hope that Javon Evans and Leon Slater win this.
Okay. Is that your prediction?
That is my prediction.
Okay. Kids. I'm also going to say the kids because let's face it, AJ's on his way out the door.
Yep.
And Dragon Lee is pretty well established as well. I don't think they need a win. Javon does. Javon's been taking some L's, although tonight he did get a win.
He did get a dub
Just
tonight,
saying.
thankfully.
Cody
And on a man
Rhodes.
against the Miz, I mean,
Okay,
that's a good victory, I think.
it is.
All right,
It
sorry,
is.
go ahead.
Cody Rhodes
Mhm.
and Obafemi.
I've said this for the past week. Obafemi. I feel as though what I want to happen is for Obafemi to just wipe the floor with Cody Rhodes. That's what I want. Like, I feel as though no better way to bring that big man in, and I say that with the utmost respect, but he is a big man. What better way to bring him in than to completely destroy the champion? However, I don't see it actually going as much as I'd hope. I feel as though he'll let his power shine, but I feel as though Drew McIntyre will be the one to cost Cody Rhodes the match tomorrow night. So
Interesting take on it.
I'm going to say Obafemi because of Drew McIntyre interference.
I'm actually not going to agree with you on this one.
Okay.
I am going to say Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes also needs to get some momentum behind him.
Agreed.
Obafemi is a giant among men.
Mhm.
And I think it'll be a similar spot, but I think instead of seeing Drew McIntyre, we might see a feller by the name of Ricky Saints interfering in this match.
We could see Ricky Saints
So-
interfering in this match.
It could go either way, but we're both agreeing on an interference spot, yeah?
Yeah. They ain't gonna let that go
right.
smooth. Oh, pardon me. They're
And
not
then-
gonna let that go smooth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event. The last time is now tournament concluded. Gunther was our winner, and he will be taking none other than the never seen 17, John Cena. Go.
Gunther, hands down.
Gunther. Gunther gets a win over Cena.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's pretty short and sweet, but no, I don't want to agree with you. I know I need to. Cena's done. He needs no more rubs. He needs no more spots. He needs no more validation.
No, this
He
is
the
huge validation
all-time
for Gunther.
Greatest.
Right.
He is he has the most title reigns under his belt.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
Ever. Gunther could get a big push off of this, and this puts him directly back in contention for CM Punk's World Heavyweight title.
Which-
in contention for Cody Rhodes' undisputed title. He could go either way. That's
See,
just me.
I don't think they'll do that yet, and the only reason I say that is they're kind of already writing the storylines. Got Cody and Roman. They're going to get started here soon, right after this, as far as I know. And then you got CM Punk and Braun Breaker. So Gunther really doesn't fit into that picture right now. Where do I see Gunther going, though? If you want me to be honest with you, I would love to see a Roman Reigns Gunther match.
Listen, you know I love you, but don't you ever lie to me, okay? Gunther and Roman, that would be a fire match. 100%.
That would be a fire match. I would much rather see it than Gunther versus Braun Breaker. I've already seen Gunther versus CM Punk. Don't need to see that again.
Nope.
So
Yep.
Gunther and Braun Breaker have had some really good battles in NXT. So I know they probably would be able to perform, but I would really, really, really like to see Gunther and Roman Reigns.
I think changing his name from Walter to Gunther was a genius idea.
It was a smart idea. Very good investment in the money.
But I think that's about it, cuz. You got anything else you want to add? No hands, no questions from the audience, no
nothing.
Nobody on the stage. So.
Nope. Which
Yeah.
is okay.
All right,
Sometimes
well,
that
then
happens.
Well,
Oh,
again, piss poor week in WWE. Piss
Yeah.
poor week.
not really a lot of talking about, you know, when it comes to wrestling. So, with that being said, guys, I guess that's going to conclude this episode of the Rev X Wrestling Review. Like we said, a 3-week as far as the events go. A little differ in the Monday night, but tonight we both agreed. We done our predictions. So tomorrow night, guys, we will be live. It'll be probably a little bit later because I ended up having to work tomorrow night. So
Yep.
I'm going to catch this at work. I got to actually download Peacock on my laptop so that I have it. And, you know, we're just going to go from there. I'm going to watch it while I'm at work. And, you know, when I get home and I tuck the wife into bed and get everything situated, we will be on to recap the, what is it called? Saturday night's main event again. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess it's becoming a thing because, like, it's always on.
I think they're done after this year. Let's not get our hopes up.
So I guess big news this week. The biggest news of the week is SmackDown going back to 3 hours. Like that's a big thing. And other than that, guys, yeah, we will see you tomorrow night, probably around 11:15 Eastern Standard Time, for a recap of Saturday night's main event from your boys, Revolution X. So with that being said, guys, we will catch you on the flip side later. Peace out.
Stay frosty, y'all. Oh.